Check, check, check. I see I got my back. Turtle Gang in the building. I see I got Turtle. I knew he would come through. I knew he would come through. Peace and love, family. How do I sound? Peace and love, family. How do I sound? Press 7 if I sound all right. He said Pan Africans versus Wabus versus the real Indians. What the heck is going on? If y'all don't know, in fact, I ain't even gonna give an intro right now. Hold on. Let me pull this out. Welcome to Wash World TV, family. let me pull this out. Let me tell you why I gotta pull this out. I'm not even going to let me hold off on my intro for a second. Let me pull this out. Peace and love, family. Welcome to another edition of Wash World TV. I got the pause on my intro for a second. Due to the simple fact that my brother in the building, Turtle Gang. If y'all don't remember, I said it's only a few people that is the real deal, and I consider them the real deal. And the one I consider, I don't even know if you heard it or not, but you see how he came in the chat. Islam, more peace and blessings. You see how he came in the chat. And I don't even know if he's seen the stream. I said that it's only a few that is the real deal. I said one is my man Turtle Gang, and I named a few other people. So I want y'all to understand those who are in those that are in this this Indian or Native American or what would you call it? Whatever you want to call it, and the names that they give it, I don't know, but whatever the case may be, I mean no disrespect. What I'm saying is that a lot of internet Africans are using this as a grift. Yeah, they African Americans. That's what they doing. It's a grift. It's a big old grift. And listen, somebody said that oh, you can't talk about such and such. So man, this is a blog show. I talk about what I want to talk about. I talk about what is interesting. I talk about what is grifty in our community. That's it. Then people say, oh, you don't talk about this. So now you talk about that. I've been doing this for 5 years. I talk about sensitive topics in our community that sometimes rub people the wrong way. I mean, but I don't throw no pseudo information out there. And I bring on people who wants to come on and challenge what I put to the table. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just like this guy, just like this guy Tyrone in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable, this guy, man. Look, the guy, I invited the guy to come on the show. He hit me in the DM, and I invited him to come on the show. And at the end of the day, he asking me to come to his channel. But why would I come to? I done built this channel up so it has the potential to reach 30,000 people. Why would I go to a 1,500 subscriber channel? That doesn't make sense. If you think that you can outwit me, out scholarship me, the best place to do it would be in front of a bigger audience. Why would I bring this to a less than 1,500? It doesn't make sense. It's not listen, I had 1,500 subscribers at one time too. But if you're trying to teach somebody, it only makes sense to go to the bigger platform. It only makes sense. And you can embarrass me here if you're able. But it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for me to. I've been doing this for a long time, and so for quite some time. And so if you have gotten a name for yourself, yeah, we can go toe to toe on your platform. but you ain't nobody. You ain't nobody, but you can be somebody if you come here and make me look crazy. So, I mean, it would benefit you to come here more than it would benefit me to come there. It would benefit you to come here and drag my information, and it would benefit you with me going over there with your 1,500 people. That doesn't make sense, brother. Do the numbers, brother. Do the numbers. Do the numbers. But tonight, I'm going to put the link up in here. I'm going to put the link up in here, family. We're going to get the link up in this demonstration. Hopefully, everybody will go ahead and share this demonstration. You know what I mean? Because we're going to definitely put the link up in here. Anybody want to come in tonight? I don't want Turtle Gang coming yet. You know what I mean? I know he might hit it, but I want him coming yet. I want the Indians to come in. And I don't know what I'm calling you today. Let me tell you. I talked to Aboriginal Power. And Aboriginal Power admittedly said, he said, man, listen, you the OG, we ain't got no beef, and we just gonna leave that alone. That's what he said. I mean, he said that's what he said, and he might be watching. He said, I respect you. You the OG. Listen, bro. You know you was doing this when I was such and such and such and such. You know what I mean? Nah. And he was like, he said, I feel as though that you are directing your let me use the word scholarship towards a certain group, and I don't feel as though you directing it towards me. He was like, so we ain't got nothing going on. And so, but I reached out for him to debate. I did. I didn't know what the debate. I said, and I asked him, I said, what is the debate about? You know what I mean? I said, what is the debate about? And that was our conversation. And I told y'all from the beginning that Original Power was my people's. That's my man. I don't like that he used my whole video over there. And I was like, he used the whole video. Like, come on, bro. I'm going to give him a pass on that. I give him a pass on that because he's been building this channel. And I can say that he's been consistent trying to build his channel. And so I let him use my content to build his channel, even if the little crazies over there they giggling and kiki and cat. Look what he's saying. Look what he's saying. But this is the thing. For the last few shows that I've been talking about this, I haven't found anyone that really wants to debate the topic. If y'all don't know my position, this is my position. This internet thing has gotten out of control. It has gotten out of control. It's out of control. When the powers that be throw information out there, you know what I mean? Throw information out there. And our people run and grab this information and then legitimize it. And then they try to teach it and sell little what's that, Patreons and all that. It's only right, and it's only a matter of time before a network like Morse World TV is gonna be like, hold up, wait a minute. And the whole thing in a nutshell is that this is a vlog show. This is investigative journalists at its finest. So you can't tell me that if tomorrow I choose another topic to investigate and to report back to the people with, you can't look at me and say, why are you talking about that? Because I can. And when I talk about it, you're welcome to come on and prove me wrong. All right? You're definitely welcome to come on and prove me wrong. And tonight, I'm giving all of the Indians, if that's what they call today, listen, if I'm wrong, I apologize. Tonight, I'm giving all, and I do this with all of my shows. Tonight, I'm giving all the Indians a chance, the Aboriginals, the Indians, the Native Americans, the natives. I mean, whatever name it is today, you're welcome to come on. Anyone is welcome to come on. But the caveat to that coming on, you can't come up here cussing now. You can't come up here cussing and acting all crazy. Let me show you something real quick. Let me. look, look, look. Let me show you something. This is how crazy this brother is. This is how crazy he is. He just say anything. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Screen share. Hold on. Need that. Let me show you what we got here. I'm getting better with this thing now. Let me get better. This is what he says. He said, Moore's World TV. I sent you a goofy ASS. I see this guy, man. I sent you a goofy ASS email and you didn't reply. Would you like to see the screenshot? Brother, you did not send me an email. The link is here now and you can hit it right now. So you say I didn't reply. I got this off of the live stream. So you say I didn't reply. So here you go. Here is the link. Here's the link. You're goofy. Here's the link. There is nothing. You was just in the chat, and here is the link. You can come on up here. Just don't call me a goofy, a donkey, and all the things that you like to say out your mouth. Come up here and tell me what you got. And any other Aboriginal Indian that disagree with what I put forth, you're welcome to come on. You know what I mean? Just be respectful and lay out your premise. There it is. Just lay it out. Anybody. But with that being said, while we waiting on that, I guess we're gonna get it started, family. Oh, fam, I should let y'all hear this new song that I got, that I'm working on. Y'all want to hear the new song I'm working on? Anybody? Press 7 if y'all want to hear this new song I'm working on. I don't know if I can put it out right now. This joint gonna be so tough. This is a part of my soundtrack. That I'm working on for my documentary. I don't want to put too much out right now. You know what I mean? But I'd like to give y'all Moore's World TV citizens a sneak preview. You know what I mean? A sneak preview of what I be doing behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting for somebody to hit the link real quick. I'm gonna wait for somebody to hit the link real quick and see if they hit the link. Ooh, what happened? All right. Anybody gonna hit the link? Let's see. Let's see if anybody hit the link. I'm gonna get this song for y'all. See what y'all think about it. Yeah. Let's see what y'all think about it. I'm shook to show these type things. Man, anyway, let me see what I got. I'm working on it. Ain't nobody hit the link yet? Okay, I'm gonna get into my presentation in a minute. I'm gonna get into my presentation. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody hit the link. See what this got.
I seen no feds before, but I never
seen a fed like this. I seen no feds before,
but this one was the top of the list. I grew up in the crack era, Reaganomics, so I can recognize the feds, Clarence Thomas. They used to have brothers, snitching on mothers. Then they had the little bammers going undercover, acting like rappers, snitching on rappers. Then they put the undercover snitching on trappers.
Hold up, let me stop. I ain't edit. This is the raw piece. Y'all know I ain't got no rhythm. Y'all know I can rap, but I ain't got no rhythm. No, it says, I seen the feds before, but I never seen a fed like this. I seen the feds before, but this one really topped the list. All right. Hold on. Look, this is the raw cut. This for the soundtrack, fam. This for the soundtrack. All right. All right. I that's the raw version. That's the raw version. There is no editing, no nothing. Just raw. Just raw. I need tightening up. You almost there, G. Not there yet. I just did that a few hours ago. When I get inspired, I just go into the booth and then I gotta edit it down and make it sound good. You know what I mean? So that's how I do. It's GS and Moore's World TV family. Did anybody see the link? Why nobody hitting the link? What's going on? They scared? Let me see if I see the link up there. Let me make sure I see this link up there. I seen the feds before, but I never seen a fed like this. I seen the feds before, but this one really tops the list. All right. I grew up in the crack era. My bad. I'm too loud. That was loud. I don't know why my mic sounds like that. I need to put something on my mic. My mic sound. Don't my mic sound like I'm in the It sound like I'm in the hallway or something. Yeah, I gotta put some love to my mic. Oh no. Anyway, I want to make sure this link is going out there. You know what I mean? Let me see. Anybody missed the link? Anybody missing the link? Yeah, my mic sound like my mic sound like I'm in the hallway somewhere. Maybe let me see. Check. A1 app will not pull up with facts. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. That's the link right here. Did I put the link up? Yeah, that's the link. Here's the link right here. Hold up. Is that the link? Hold up. That might be the wrong link. Hold up. That might have been the wrong link. My apology. Let me see. Here it is. My bad. I was putting the wrong link that whole time. You know what I mean? All right. There we go, Crip. There we go. Yeah, anybody can hit the link. I want to see what they got. And then if they hit the link in a few seconds, then I'll do my presentation. But I want to find out why my box. Let me turn it up a little bit. Y'all ready? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. All right, let's go. All right. We're going to wait for somebody to get up in here. Let me see what we got. Because I got a little something that I'm going to bring to the table in a minute. You know what I mean? But while we wait, let's go ahead and start the show off like we're supposed to. You know what I mean? Let's start the show off like we're supposed to. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's start it off. Somebody going to hit that link? I was sending the wrong link all that time. Ain't nobody say nothing. Hey. Let's start the show.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you's a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people talk European how to bathe. And look at that women buying European hair. No
check
love
1, 2, check 1, 2.
Do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now I be that more you gon' I'ma be that boy you gon' remember. That's right.
Nah, you gotta open your mic up here.
To Hawker Bay,
Hold up,
front
wait
line
a
till the
minute.
Lord call my number.
Wait a minute.
I be that boy you
You
gon'
gotta
remember.
open your camera up here,
I'ma be
buddy.
that boy you gon'
You
remember.
can't
That's
even
right.
talk here with a
I
phone.
be that boy you gon'
No,
remember.
sir.
To Hawker Bay, front line till the
No,
Lord
sir.
call my number.
You cannot even talk here with a closed camera, family. No, sir. No, sir. You got to open your camera here. You cannot see me and talk crazy to me, know everything about me, and you think you're gonna be up here with your camera off? No, bro, it don't work like that here. It don't work like that here. You don't get to antagonize and talk crazy with your camera off. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you, but at the same time, yo, you don't get to talk this old crazy stuff and then can't even show your face to represent what you're talking about. No, buddy. Buddy. If you hit the link and you are wanting to teach somebody something, then let the people see the teacher face. Nah, buddy. He didn't hit the link. Tyrone hit the link and then jumped off. Because I say he got to open his camera. I said he has to open his camera and he jumped off. Can you believe that? Look at this. I told the brother earlier. I texted him. This is what I told him. Check this. This is what I told him earlier. Does my mic sound all right? My mic still sound good? This is what I told him. Right. Watch this. I told him earlier. Right here. He said, it appears as if you fear debates or discussions and cannot defend your points live on the spot. This does not look good. I tell him, I invited you on the show, but I won't allow you or anyone to interfere with a prepared presentation. Let me know when you want to come on. He said, I don't know how I was invited when I could not get on. You said nothing about prepared presentation. See, this is the problem. I was doing a prepared presentation. And in that prepared presentation, I wasn't going to let someone to interrupt the prepared presentation. I wasn't going to let that happen. You see what I'm saying? Due to the simple fact that the prepared presentation was prepared. I took time to prepare it. You know what I'm saying? I took time to prepare it. So why would I let you come on and interrupt after I was sitting back during the day with prepared information? My brother Q Bud in the building. Man, let me tell you, I'm ruffling some feathers up in here, Q Butter. I might need you. I'm ruffling some feathers. And so I told him that he can come on tonight. I said, you can say what you want, just no disrespect or cussing. That's what I said to him. Then he gonna hit the link. He gonna hit the link, and then he gonna hit the link, and then he gonna run when I said turn the camera on. Like, come on, man. And then we got Black Lightning just to hit the link. So y'all be patient for a minute, because I'm about to talk to these Indians for a second, since nobody want to hit the link. All right? And I'm gonna give you my position about these Indians. They Africans for real. They really Africans. You know what I mean? They really Africans. But here go Black Lightning. Here we go. Let's see what he got.
Hey, what up? What up? Can you hear me?
I can't see you. Where you at?
You can't see me. I can see me.
I can't
Well, you
see
know who it is, so that's all that matters. So
Yeah,
it's all
I
good.
know. How you doing, Black Lightning?
All right, all right. Good to hear your voice, Grand Sheik. And
All right.
salute to all the MODs and all the family out there. Black Power, Islam. Yeah, the proper term would be Native American or Indigenous. Uh,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
a guy was on the show the other night and said that he was an American Indian.
Nah, nah.
That's
Sorry,
what he
I
said.
mislaughed.
He said the proper term, he called in, he said the proper term is American Indian. Bro, I want you to turn your camera on.
Wait a minute, I thought I got it on. How do I do it?
I, I,
Wait a
I,
minute.
I, Hold up, let me see.
Because
Let
at
me.
the bottom it say stop on the camera, and on the screen it say hide. So I must be on.
No, I see you, but I can't see you. Let me see, sir.
Golly, that's
You in the
amazing.
dark? Are you in the dark?
No, I've been in the light ever since I was a baby.
There we go.
I've been part of the light, you know. That's
So,
why.
so, so, hold up, Mike, before we get
All
going.
right,
So I
Black Power.
know
You
the
know how
reason
I
why
am.
I wanted you to come on for a second. I see you here, because you come off as a representation of a Native American or a mix. Um,
Black.
Listen to me, brother. People
Yes,
can't
sir.
see you. People can't see you. I've
I'm
met you.
still.
I've known you. I worked with you in person.
Well,
You know
you
what I
know I'm
mean?
a knucklehead, so I can't figure this out.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm saying you could be described as a mix, uh, with European and
No.
and Malinois, or you could be described as a Native American if someone didn't know you. So, what is your origin as it relates to your genetics?
Black Power. Wait a minute. Can I be seen on the screen?
Nah, we'll come out and come back in.
Okay, but let me answer your question first.
All right.
Origin would be Native American and indigenous. I mean, I am a descendant of a slave, and I'm also a descendant of Goyakla. The world would call him Geronimo, but a proper name was Goyakla.
Well, you know what? You know what, Mike? You fit into the narrative in which I've been trying to teach people that these people that are from Africa claiming to be indigenous and American Indian, in fact, they were enslaved by Indians or they intermarried with Indians, but in fact, their dominant gene is African.
Well, my
That's
my
that's what I
my
was saying.
Indian family all dark, real dark. You know what I mean? Well, then, but yeah, yeah. But I wouldn't say enslaved, but I would say maybe freed by
No,
the
no,
American Indian because
you
we had a
also
common enemy. We had a
listen.
common enemy. Uh-huh.
Some tribes adopted Africans. Some tribes let Africans filter in, and some tribes enslaved Africans. But they all allowed intermarriage. All of them.
Yeah, yeah. But just like the colonizers would go into our people's campments or whatever, and just do genocide. Whereas see, Native Americans didn't do that. I mean, as a matter of fact, let me put it like this: one of the on the Trail of Tears, it was called the Longest Walk.
Right.
One of the tribal leaders, the chief. He was asked on national TV too. Y'all might have seen this. You might be able to pull it up. They asked him and said, "What did y'all call America before we got here?" And he said, "Ours." Call it ours.
Oh my God. So look, I need you to come out and try to come back in. I got my
Okay.
brother Ben that did that, and
One
I
question.
want to
One
bring him.
question before I leave.
Man,
Is
you coming?
a button at the bottom that say "Go live"? I thought if I hit that, I might be going live on my own thing, or is that for this?
Now don't hit that. I don't know. You might go live on your own thing, possibly.
I
I
don't
don't
want to
know.
do that. I don't want to
But
do that. All right. Well, Islam, good to hear
it's
your voice, and
it's
I'll
not.
go out and come back in.
All
Black.
right, cool. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my brother Ben that cash there. Brother, I sent you an email. I hope you got the email. I said, come on the show. And so we can really see if we can help you out, brother. So anyway,
Correct.
family,
Correct.
this is our brother, our supporter. He's been around for quite some time. In
Damn
fact,
right.
in fact, I got some research that I'm doing in his neck of the woods, and he's going to be the one to make sure that I get to all the proper places that I need to get to so I can top off this documentary. Well, anyway,
That's
brother,
right.
you got something uh, uh, from me if I have my phone. I don't have my phone on me. Well, I got you. You know what I'm saying? For what I can help with. But anyway, with that being said, brother, I'm gonna give you the floor real quick, and I want to hear how I sound on what's the name real quick. So, brother, you got the floor. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Grand Sheik. Honors to you, Islam. Honors to you, brother. You and the mods and the citizens. I know I apologize, but I got the email. I just got it late, so I replied to it still, but here I am. So I just wanted to share what I'm going through and the reason, I don't do this, man, but sometimes we have to swallow our pride and we have to reach out to people. That's what we're supposed to do in life, try to help one another, lift one another up. Actually going through some medical issues. I'll even share what I got going on. I'm going to have surgery on both of my legs. I have about 25 to 30% of circulation in both of my legs. And if I don't have these surgeries, I'll be facing double amputation. They're going to have to go in and reroute my veins to, the good veins that's actually working. It's going to have to be done. I'm going to have to be down for about 8 weeks. So the doctor say, that's what I was told. So financially, I'll be really hitting a hard rock between life. So I had just asked Grand Sheik, if he could ask the family if anybody could, just whatever's on your heart, just to help me, get through this troubled time, and like I said, I really would appreciate it. I share what was going on, so it's pretty much all I have, just that's what I'm going through, and I live alone. I don't have a partner. I've been divorced since 2015. So everything's on me. I have to take care of everything. And that's just, just a hard crutch on me right now. So that's pretty much what I got, Grand Sheik. I can't hear you.
My bad. So I need
Yeah.
you to send me your cash app. I'm gonna make a donation. Um,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Now you know I got a football team of children.
Yeah.
I be nah,
I know it. Hey,
nah.
I
But with
know it,
that
man.
but with that being said, I just need to find. I know you sent me. Let me see if I can find it in here. I know you sent me. Oh, there it is. There it is. You sent
And
me
if
a.
Grand Sheik, if you need proof or anything, I'll be more than
No,
happy to
no, no,
send it to you.
no. I'm not even. I'm not even. I think it's Amazing Blessed Two.
Amazingly blessed too.
Yeah, I think it's Amazingly Blessed Two.
Yes, sir. Alec,
Um,
Alec,
and
Alec
and,
Ruffin.
and see, this is the thing. Hold on one second. Let me grab the what's the name real quick. I need to grab my keyboard so I can put it in there. One second. And this is the thing. The brother been around Morse World TV for quite some time. You
Since
know what I
day
mean?
one.
The brother said he had day one. You know what I mean?
I am.
I don't remember. I just don't remember Morse World TV without you the um in the section. You know
That's
what I mean?
right. That's right. That's the truth, man. I've been around since around about 100 subscribers. I got on to you, and I stuck like super glue. It was just because I respect what you're doing, and I appreciate what you're doing. I meant to say that too. My apologies, but I appreciate everything and all the hard work and dedication that you put into what you do. It's a gift, man. I think it's a gift.
All right.
You haven't been
I think
proven wrong yet, man. You haven't been proven wrong yet.
so. I just put that, and I don't have my phone with me now because I set this up now. The other night I had my phone right here, but I would do it live right here. But I got it in there. It's Amazingly Blessed. Hold up.
Yes, sir. Amazingly blessed too.
But
And I'm
without
so
that,
sorry, man. I'm sorry, you guys, for
but no,
even
it's
coming on
without
like
that.
this.
But it's without that little. Let me cut that. I need to get that out. Hold on one second. I want to make sure we get it right. Somebody send him $1. Make sure this is right.
It's on the screen. You put it on there.
All right, hold up. All right, there we go. I think I got it right this time. That's right. Kryptonomics just got it.
Thanks, Crip. Thanks, Crip. Salute to you, Crip.
So look, yeah, I'm gonna make my donation right after the show. Um, so anybody, let me unhighlight. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Listen, man. Like right now, I'm going through a kind of a struggle, right?
Yeah.
But it's a struggle that's nowhere in comparison of yours. Nowhere in comparison. My struggle is that right now I got people trying to criminalize me making videos and calling the people to try to get me incarcerated for making videos.
Wow.
Yeah, I received something where they're trying to get me with some bracelets on my hand for making
No, sir.
videos. Right as I speak. Right as I speak. So I need
We
to
gonna
acquire.
repeat that.
I need to acquire an attorney, and I'm gonna send everybody who are Morse World TV citizens, and I got their email. I'm gonna give them a specific personal email to give them an update on what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Because
sir.
in this medium right here, in this medium right here, there's no way that we should be facing bracelets in bars for making a video.
That's right. That's
There's no
absolutely right.
there's no way we should be doing that. So
And
brother, I
I rebuke.
appreciate you, bro.
I rebuke it.
At the end of the show, if you can hit the link again so we can wrap up within the next hour and remind people that you in a situation where you
Yes,
can
sir.
use the family help. All
Yes,
right?
sir. And
I,
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sir.
indeed, brother. I'm
I
throwing this link up in
appreciate
here
you.
right now, so I ain't looking at. I'm looking here to try to put this link in here as much as I can. But yeah,
All
try to
right.
tap in when we before we wrap up. All right?
I will. I know I'm gonna let you get to your show, but I said myself, I said I done sat on this. I done sat in the bushes, and I done sat on the counter with you before too. And I know I've been the scammers and schemers and schemers and scammers. Then came over here, and I said to myself, well, I know my heart is pure.
Right.
I
No,
went down.
and the thing is that most people, Aboriginal power. Thank you, Aboriginal power. Most people that come in here with that little hustle, they've been hustling for years.
They've
Like
been doing it for years.
they got a track record for hustling. You have never came to this platform
No, sir.
saying anything of the sort. Even if it was genuine or just nothing whatsoever all
Never.
these years.
Yeah. I
So it
wouldn't
is
do
what
it.
it is.
I wouldn't do
Whatever the
it.
case may be, brother, I got the heat up now, and I see you in a little bit.
I know.
So, family, I see we got Aboriginal power up in here. Now, Aboriginal power. One of the things that I'm about to hold up. Let me see. Did anybody hit the link yet? Oh, ain't nobody hit the link yet. Okay. Why ain't nobody hit the link yet? Aboriginal power. Tell me, why is it that everybody got something to say, but nobody wants to hit the link? Come on, Aboriginal power. Come talk to me. Why don't anybody want to hit the link? Huh? I thought they was bona fide. I thought they was certified. Oh, hold up. My bad. I put the wrong link. Let me. How do I keep getting the wrong link? I thought they were certified. Ain't nobody hitting the link. You know what I mean? He say, Morse World TV, that link requires you to sign up. Well, it shouldn't. That's a guest link. This link shouldn't. You should come right in. I was sending the wrong link though. They might be on the way. They ain't on the way. Send your henchmen, Original Power. Send your henchmen. All right. Anyway, let me get to my point. Let me get to my point. One thing for sure, two things for certain. My premise is that most of these people claiming to be indigenous is no more than descendants of the inhabitants of Africa. And they're claiming all of this indigenous stuff only because it's convenient for the internet, and they ultimately can do presentations. They can do presentations, and they ultimately can make money off of it. But when they go home, they don't do anything Indian. They don't do anything Indian, Aboriginal. No shot at you. But for those who are Aboriginal, they don't do anything Indian. I'm sure. I want one to come up here today. I got a question. I got like 5 questions for them, and I can show you that they do everything that the former slave do that went through what we went through, but they calling themselves Indians. I guarantee you. This is the problem. When people say that they are indigenous, I mean, I'm native, no need for me to call in, I'm watching. When people say that they are indigenous, when people say that they are native, when people say they are inheritors of the land because they people always been on the land. The problem with that is many times I got somebody come in, let me bring them in. No cussing on the set. Let's go. We got somebody in the building. No cussing on the set. How you doing, Coach?
Coach, what up, man? What up, Tarka?
I'm going
What's
good.
going on? Hey,
Bro,
you see
hold
me?
up. You look like you indigenous. Hold up now.
You already know. You already know.
No, now I want to be clear now. I ain't talking about the real ones. We got the fake ones on the internet, the one I'm talking to. But let me see who you are. Come on, talk to me, Coach. Bring me in, Coach. What you got for me?
No, I see the title. What's the subject matter?
The subject matter is Africans in America. Let me be clear. Examination of Africans in America who want to be American Indians. My position is that in this internet era that we're in, that any and everybody can claim to be something that they're not. But
Right.
when it comes time to show and prove, all they do is flap their gums. And so I'm saying that for the last 3 to 4 years, I've sit back and watched. And this is a topic that I wanted to cover years ago. But I was covering other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so now we here, and I have the opportunity to cover this topic. I'm saying let's show and prove that you are a Native American, that you are an Indian. And now, with me, it's going to be punctual and critical information coming from me, and it's going to have to be the same from the other side. So, what do you think? You think we are all Indians? And when I say Indian, brother, let me say this correct, because I can bring one person on here and say, no, we're not Indians, but we indigenous. And then I can bring another one and say, no, we're not indigenous, we aboriginals. Oh, we are. So, but what I'm just saying is that originals to this land and nowhere else. What's your take on it? Are we descendants of Africans, or are we mixed? What's happening?
First and foremost, I will give you a props, man. I'm telling you, I listen to you all the time, man. You be making me laugh. I'm telling you, man, you one of the best. I'm telling you how you do your thing. And
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
I one of the times on there, you said you was an Aries. I'm an Aries too, March 25th.
We can get
So you
fired
know
up
how
in
we
here. We
get
ain't
down.
careful.
You already know. You already know. I got my Rams on ready. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
But
So,
how do you see us?
well, I came from the Pan African studies, and I used to be with the Nation of Yahweh back in the day. Yahweh being Yahweh, rest in power. And I learned a lot, and I've always had the knowledge of my family being from Oklahoma. That my people was actually on Seminole land back then, Seminole County in Kanawha, Oklahoma. And I did my genealogy, did the trace and everything, and yeah, we are. Now I went all the way further back, and I tried to find some Africans, and I couldn't. Now I haven't taken the DNA test, right? That's just a simple fact. You know how brothers do it, man. I ain't trying to give you my swab. You might take that and flip it upside down and do whatever with it. But, with that being said, I talked to my mother, I talked to my father, I talked to everybody. My father's from Louisiana, from Mamu. And, they Cherokee, but they have some connections on his mom's side that actually go back through Arcadia, through Canada, through what's that? Okay, what's that place? Anyway, and it kind of flows back up, and we have some people in Andalusia, Spain, and stuff like that. Some Moors, where the Moors were, and so on and so forth. So it's a split on that side. Now, I don't see any Africans. Now,
Let
my
me ask
thing
you
is,
this though. Let me ask you this though. Because of the slave trade, in the way that the slave trade happened, that when you say you don't see any Africans, well, you didn't do a DNA test, number one, and not, I don't even think that's truly totally reliable either. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that when you say you don't see any African, and you look at history, the recorded history of America and Africans in America has blended heritage at times with the Native American that look like the Mongolian or look like the Eskimo type. That's a recorded history. But in the 17 and 1800s, there is no recorded history where there is a Native American here that looks phenotypically like an African. And most of these people that claim to be indigenous, aboriginal, or American Indians, they phenotypically look like Africans on the
well,
internet.
the thing is that you had Seneca Park in New York, right? We know Seneca and the Senegalese and all that stuff. All those names are the same, and for a fact, being a Moor, you understand history, you understand geographics, that we've been trading with each other for a long time. A lot of the people at that time, especially dealing with Sierra Leone, Liberia, a lot of those people that populated that area came from America. Now,
Uh,
eventually, I got a lot of people. I know a lot of West Africa. I play djembe. So I work and I deal with, and I got a lot of friends from Senegal, Nigeria, Congo, Ivory Coast, Mali. I mean, I'm saying they got a whole different understanding. Now, some of them brothers, if
I
they come over
agree.
here, if they don't open their mouth, they look like brothers. You know what I'm saying? That we'll see right here on the continent. And they will tell you, they have told me directly, we're not the same.
I get that, but let me tell you what, there is reasonable explanation for one to say that. For one, they're not a geneticist. For two, they're not historians. For three, their culture has been intact for 400, 500, or 1,000 years. Our culture has been interrupted, and our genetic pool has been interrupted. So, of course, we're not the same as them when we left there. 400 years ago or 250 years ago, there's no way we can be the same people
But
today.
they never said we
1,000%.
left there. But they
Listen
never
what I'm saying.
said we left
But
there. They call us
again,
Americans. When they come over here, they call us Americans. They don't call
absolutely,
us African Americans. They say we're Americans. They don't even call themselves Africans most of the time.
I
They
get
do
that
that
too.
for the simple fact because when they come over here, they get put a VHS in there and they show the people who they are. They know they come over here and they know they got to say the certain type of things, my brother and all that stuff. And they use the term so they can fit in. At
Let
the
me
end of
give
the
you an
day,
example though. Let me
they'll
give you an
tell you.
example. Cultural reappropriation, right, happens like
Right.
this. So when one says we're not the same, and one says no, those are American Negroes, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they choose to call us, American
Mm-hmm.
blacks, or whatever they choose to call us. Let me tell you something. I did a debate with a guy from Morocco, right, and considering that I use the term and I believe and follow into the thought of the Moorish American ideal. And I talked to this guy in Morocco. He was looked like a more of a Puerto Rican persuasion. And he
Mm-hmm.
said to me that there is no such thing as a black person in Morocco. The only black person in Morocco is the ones, and we're talking about the adjective. We're not talking about black as identity. We're talking about describing a skin tone. He
Right.
said the only blacks in Morocco is the ones that was brought there through slavery. And I said to him, because I didn't study this stuff for years, I said to him, I said, do you mean tell me that blacks never existed? And I'm using a term lightly for the sake of the conversation. I said, you mean to tell me that blacks never lived in North Africa known as Morocco? He said, no, they all came as slaves. And I said, where did you get this from? He said, that's the history. But that's not the history. That's not the history.
That is the history because
brother,
because the
let me
thing
tell you
is,
something.
hold on.
The reason why it's not the history, you can go to the oldest documentation of someone going to North Africa and they tell you that these people are black, burnt black. The oldest explorers. It's documented.
I mean, have you seen those pictures up there in North Africa when you deal with Algeria and those different places? Those places, they kind of pale skin.
Listen to me.
Those Afri people, the Afri people. You talking about the Afri people?
But what happened? Do we know history? We got to know history, though. History has it that the Roman Empire extended straight across North Africa.
But the thing is,
in two different time periods, Europeans infiltrated North Africa in two different time periods. We're talking about modern history now, where someone said, "What's no blacks here?" They had already amalgamated with conquering Europeans, almost two different time periods in BC time with the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think you misunderstanding what he was actually trying to say. The only people that came into those areas was actually slaves. That's why Northwest Africa, come on down, is a little desolate. It's not it doesn't have a lot of vegetation.
The reason why, but the reason why that's not true, because when you look at the ancient Egyptians, if you will, the ancient Egyptians that came from the Nile Valley. I'm talking about the blue-black ones that you see on the Medu-Neter. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the blue-black ones. I'm not talking about them Arabs that's in there. They traveled from Egypt, which we know is Kemet, from the Nile Valley, and they traveled all the way up that corridor where Libya was at, where Morocco, what ultimately turns into Mauritania. They traveled all through that area. This was way before the Pale European came and mixed and blended. This way before the Ptolemy period. Way before. So the original people of North African migrated from south and came towards north and west. And they was blue-black people. And this is why Strabo, when he came there, he described them looking like Ethiopians. But they said, but he mentioned that they called themselves Mori, and that was their native name. And this is how the term Moor to be associated with black, because all the people there were so black. And the tribal people that he came in contact was the Mori tribe. And so the term Moor became consistent with anybody from the continent for a while. The same thing happened with Ethiopian. When the Greeks began to use the term Ethiopian, it was to describe the complexion of a person. And so all around the world, when they seen dark people, they called them Ethiopians. Now, when you look at the Moor in the second influx of the conquering of Spain, when the pale Arab came and the mixed Arab came, they came in the second influx of the conquering of Spain, and then you have the pale Arab, and then they calling them Moors also. But now, then the term Moor get lost, and it start to look like a pale Arab. It start to look like what we see now in Saudi Arabia. But that's not the original. And so the Moroccans, real quick, I'm gonna land right here. So the Moroccans is missing history. And because Morocco is so much in a bubble, I mean, they're so much in a bubble that they don't get exterior information, but they will now because of the internet. But this was a brother, if you will, that all he had was only dark-skinned Africans were born there as slaves. And that's not true history.
Yeah, you getting into the complexion of things. Like there's a book called 100 Facts about black people and things like that. They pretty much say that. Well, let me tell you something. Okay, before you get back to the point, don't forget about Hannibal. Don't forget about
No,
Hannibal's
I get
father
that. No, I
and
want
his
to get back to
grandfather.
the Native American though. I want to get back to the Native American
Okay.
because the point that I was making there is
Hmm.
that this conversation I had with the guy in Morocco, um, on Morse World TV, I'm actually re-uploaded. The conversation that I had with this guy is that he had a mixed understanding of what history was,
Right.
according to his own region. According to his
Right.
own region. So when we say that, and I hear you say that, you can trace yourself back, and all you see, you don't see no African. But, however, history records, history is documented that Africans and indigenous Native Americans intermingled. They intermingled with slaves. Whether they had
Well.
slaves, whether they adopted them into the
Mm.
tribe, whatever the case may be, that's what history records.
Okay. Is it all right if I can I just
You
can I
can flow.
is it all right if I can talk outside of the box a little bit so we
No,
can
you can
touch on
flow.
this?
Go ahead, flow.
Okay, so I remember now. It was the Canary Islands, right? So my grandmother on my dad's side, my grandmother, basically her family had traced back. The only part of Africa they touched was Canary Islands, and they came up through Spain, Andalusia. You had France, you had all those different type of places. Now, when you talk about the Moors, when they was pushed out of what you would call Europe, they're actually the ones that actually came into West Africa. Now, Doctor Ben, Ivan Van Sertima, Renoka Rashidi, Jop, and Sheikh Anta Diop, they all talked about that. That's evidence. John Henry Clark, they pretty much have said that. Now, when you're talking about that trans people who are saying that are African really aren't African. Those people are the Phoenicians because basically Hannibal was running that whole area, North Africa, all the way up, all the way around, all the way into Russia until he got stopped. Now, when you're dealing with that, you're dealing with melanated people. But when you're dealing with popular story or you're talking about novels or fiction type of information, a lot of people don't want to get out the idea that these people were actually melanated. And if you actually look at these people, you will actually know that they were melanated. And they had a connection here to the Americas. So they were over here.
Oh
And
no, no.
see,
Listen. Let me say
but
this. There is
mhm,
the argument is not. Let me be clear. The
those West
argument is
Africans,
the,
those
the
West Africans were the Moors.
this is
That's
what I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying.
The
They were the
argument
Moors.
is not that there weren't dark melanated Indian
Mhm.
tribes here. That's not the argument. The argument is that most people on this internet that are making this connection, when you ask them for empirical evidence to
I'm
show
about
the
to give it to you.
connection, they
I'm
don't
about to
have
give it to you.
anything.
I'm
They
about
don't
to
have
give it to
anything
you
there.
right now.
All right, come on,
I'm gonna
give it
give
to
it.
us.
Let's do some civics. Okay, let's do some civics. All right. So when you talk about the Civil War and the Reconstruction Act, right, and then you talk about the Constitution, right? The Constitution is Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3, when it talks about American Indians not taxed. Now the bottom line is you move forward to the Civil Rights Act of 1872, 1870, something like that. You actually were dealing with people that were outside of that only had relationships with the United States government through treaties. Now, after we were pushed off the land, you had the Indian Removal Act, and people was moving west of the Mississippi.
Let me
Right?
ask you
What
a
happened?
question
What?
before you go. I want you to
Come
I want you to
on.
go. No, I want you to go, but I want to know what Indian you are and what area you from. And now so we can have a idea what you're talking about. Then you just flow, bro. Dude, I mean,
Okay.
like what tribe are you from and what area does the tribe exist?
Okay, so Muskogee, originally out of
Okay,
Alabama,
gotcha.
Tallapoosa, and then they moved through Georgia to Texas, and then ended up in Indian Territory in Seminole County, Kanawha, Oklahoma. On my mom's side, my dad, he's always been in Louisiana. His family's always been there. They've been in Mamou, Evangeline Parish, Louisiana, pretty much associated with the Cherokee Nation.
Okay. No, no, go ahead.
Yeah,
I want you to finish, but I just wanted to put us in a geographical location because I got some
yeah,
questions for you.
yeah. Actually, my mom and dad met in California, where I'm at.
So, so
So,
you, so you Muskogee.
yeah, Muskogee Creek and Seminole. Yeah, got that
The
mix.
Muskogee Creek in Seminole. What is the traditional heritage of the Muskogee Creek in Seminole? Did they live in teepees? Did they live in cabins? Did they live in wigmans?
You on that Tonto's stuff, huh?
No, I'm asking you. What I'm asking you. What is the cultural habitation of your tribe?
Shit, houses, barbecue,
They had
eating,
houses in the
living. Yeah, what are you talking about, man? What you talking about? See, you watching those
Well,
old
no, I'm
westerns? Come on
asking
now.
you. No. I'm asking you. What
You,
is the
we in our
traditional? I'm
we in our
asking you.
50s, so I know
Hold,
where you come from. We in our
bro. I'm
50s, so I
asking
know
you.
where you
I'm
come from.
asking you.
Mm.
What is the traditional food of the Muskogee?
Soul food, what you eat, what we been eating, what we grew up on, brother.
Soul food? Come
Yeah.
on, brother. All right.
What
I
you
got another
think?
question. I
What you
got no.
think?
Okay. No. Listen.
Okay, you need to ask
Soul
the
food
native.
ain't nothing but
You need to.
slave food, brother. What you talking about?
Nah, come on, man. What you talking
Soul
about?
food
We
is
ain't talking
pig
about
feet,
shit.
collard greens. What you talking
We ain't talking about no pig feet. I'm talking about. I
No,
mean,
listen,
people eat
I'm
pig
being
feet. I
serious.
don't eat
I'm
pig
being
feet.
serious. So you telling me in the 1700s, when the European came, the Muskogee was living in houses?
Of course. My
And
my
what
my my great uncle, my great grandfather, and my great grandmother. I mean, these people owned land and got land patents, and I got
no,
proof.
no, I get
And
that. I get that.
we talking about the 1800s.
Okay, 1800s.
Hmm.
So when you say you can go back before then, let's go back to the 1500s. You know what I mean? Let's go back to the 1500s.
1500s.
You saying that they lived in actual houses as we see today?
Back then in the 1500s, America was great. I mean, we talking about temples. We talking about like a lot of people don't know those downtown when you go to downtown and you got them Capitol buildings and all that stuff. All that stuff was ours. They all look the same in every state when you go downtown.
So the
If you've been
Indians,
around,
so the
them was
Indians
all built.
had
Them is old. Them is old.
So the
Hmm.
Indian had brick structures in the 1400s.
Absolutely.
Good goodness of gracious. I never knew that. Who would have
Man,
known?
you an
Who would have
intelligent
known?
brother. You need to, yeah, step outside a little bit. You might get it.
No. I'm
Use
doing
a
the
real one.
research.
Use a
I'm
real
doing the
one.
research.
Yeah.
Hold up. Like I asked you again. So how? What is the custom of marriage in the Muskogee?
Well, the custom of marriage is pretty much the same thing. Basically jumping over a broom. You have it within the family.
Bro, but that's
Everything
African.
being the same. No, that ain't
Nah,
African.
bro,
That's
bro,
it.
bro. I'm calling cap, man. I'm calling. I
Nah.
love you, coach. I'm calling
But this is
cap,
the
man.
but this is the thing. See, a lot of
I'm
people
calling
think
cap.
Africa.
I'm calling cap.
Everybody
I'm
think
calling
West
cap.
Africa. Everybody think West African culture is before American culture. And I'm telling you right now, you
I'm
need to do
calling
more.
cap.
Hey, you can say whatever you say,
Bro,
brother.
I'm calling
It's all
cap, bro.
good.
You said
But
the
you did.
Indians jumped
You
over the broom, bro. I'm
okay?
calling cap.
I want to give it to you this way. I just said that so you can laugh and say something. I'm bullshit with you, but anyway,
I'm glad you
I
got a
mean,
sense of humor, but I'm
yeah,
calling
yeah,
cap,
yeah.
man.
Okay, so let's bring it to the civic. Let's bring it to the civics part because I think this will make a whole lot more sense. Because if you go back, all I know is I could go back 6 generations and everybody has said pretty much the same thing how they live. Like all the mothers, all the women cook like they mother cooked. So there hasn't been no change. That's
So
all
what
I
did they
know.
cook? That's the thing.
Everything that you see right now. You know what I'm saying? They used to cook
What you
under the
mean?
ground. They used to put it up under the ground.
But I'm
They
saying what?
barbecue
Everything. That's not saying much. Be
everything.
specific.
Chicken. I mean, you got. I mean, five man. All the vegetables and the fruits pretty much originated here. So whatever you eat
Bro,
today,
I got
brother,
to call cap,
I
coach.
can't go reach. You can't. I can't
Coach, you're
reach though.
African. You
You want me to
African,
go
bro.
reach?
Come on,
You want
man.
me to go reach? Hey
You
man,
you was
look.
just like us on that cotton field, brother.
Don't
Stop,
think I
man.
ain't got no. Don't think I ain't got no dashikis in the house.
Bro, you
I
was
told
just
you.
like us.
I
You
told
was
you. I
just
told you.
listen, brother.
I got a
This
guinea
is the point.
djembe.
This is the point that I'm making, brother. This is the point that I'm making.
Mm.
We all went through the same struggle together. But all of a sudden, with
I
this
don't disagree.
internet era, listen, you know my real name, right? Do you know my real name?
I listen to you all the time, brother. Yeah.
My real name is Toronto.
TJ. Call you
That's
TJ.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I actually examine the probability. Let me put my camera down. I just stopped my camera. I actually examined the probability of did our people mix with did Africans mix with Native Americans as history records? And could it be a possibility that we are a mixture and we adopted much of the heritage of the Native American as a running story because the heritage of our African past has been forgotten for the most part. Could that be a possibility?
It could be a possibility, but I would say it's kind of in reverse because the way we was raised, everybody that's melanated should question that and at least dig a little bit more. Go with the narrative if you want to, but keep digging at it because my thing is this: there's a docudrama called Prince Among Slaves, and it talks about a Mandingo prince that was actually stolen in the slave trade. But actually, when you look into and then how he got freed himself because he understood Arabic and they thought he was a Moor, right? Now, when you get into that relationship, you actually can go into who he married when he was actually on a plantation in America. He actually married an Indian woman and she was melanated. Now, those things combined, though, Taharka, I'm just saying. I'm not saying,
No,
and
no, you
there
good,
is
bro.
history.
I
You know what I
like,
mean? But
I
I want,
like your patience with me because you know I'm silly and goofy sometimes. But
come on,
listen,
man. I
you know
told
how
you
I
I'm
do.
an Aries, man. I got 12
Look,
partners that's Aries.
check this out. Do you know
I
who
know
that
how to
is right
get down.
there? This is a
Yep.
picture that the Native American on the internet or American Indians would show and say,
Right.
"This is our people. This
Mm-hmm.
is a black Indian." That's what they would say. And without any research, everybody be like, "I told you so." But you know who this lady is right here?
Who is she?
This lady is classified as a black Indian, but
Okay.
she's also classified as an African. She's
Okay.
also classified as an African that was accepted into the Seminole tribe by her because of her father and her mother, etc., etc.
She could have
And
been a Moor.
whatever the case may be,
Could have
she
been a
took
Moor.
on all the cultural particulars
Mm-hmm.
of the American quote unquote Indian. She
Mm-hmm.
took on all the cultural particulars. She even claimed it, but
Mm-hmm.
she also knew of an African heritage. But she
Right.
claimed Indian as her primary source of culture, of language, and even develop a school.
Because at that time the Indians were actually free. They weren't
And
slaves.
so this is what I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I like what ABI just said. African Bureau of Investigation. She comes from freedmen. The
Okay.
freedmen's even joined the slaves. They
Right.
even joined the slaves. You understand what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So there was free Africans here that was accepted into the ranks of these tribes, and they was intermingling, intermarried, and this is why grandma would say, this is why grandma would say, somebody said, who called them freedmen? Freedmen was a bureau. Come on, cut it out. We're not gonna get into that. Grandma
Man,
would
we ain't getting
say,
into all that.
grandma would say that we got in you Blackfoot or we was this, we was that. But the story that's not told is how do we get into the tribal concept of Chickasaw, Blackfoot. Many of us that claim that it comes from the mixture of freed slaves, mixture of slaves getting bought into the tribe by Indian slave owners, and runaway slaves that was accepted into the tribes. This many of us. So I'm not saying all of us. I'm not saying all of us. I'm saying these internet guys that are just showing pictures, putting pictures up. They don't. They eating hot dogs and pork and beans. They don't have no heritage connected.
Ah,
They don't know nothing
I
about
like. That's what I like about you, brother.
they don't know nothing
Nothing
about
wrong
Indian
with it.
culture besides what they have read on the internet. They don't know nothing about anything. If I would ask them some of the particulars about Indian culture, they could not tell you. And brother, you kind of threw me a curveball when I asked you. You said we ate everything. Like, nah, what'd you do? I mean, come on, talk to me. I said, you know how to build a TP? He said, man, you watch too many movies. I'm saying, only thing I'm saying is this. Only thing I'm saying is this. What is the language of the Muskogee?
I don't know.
See what I'm
I don't
talking
know.
about?
All my ancestors is gone, and we've been displaced from that a long time ago. But if you actually look at the information of
That's
everything, there was a lot of different languages that were spoke, and that term English was one of them.
But this
And
is what I'm saying. And we
mm,
speak English because what? We was dominated by the English speaking Europeans by the way of the slave trade.
well, I'm trying to give it to you where you can understand it. If you want to, if you okay, there's Arabic, there's Hebrew, there's Latin, there's all these different languages, but they actually have the similar thing, right? You deal with a consonant, right? You got abad, da, ka, whatever you have. You have the different languages that you speak. It's just spoken a different way. That's what I'm saying. I don't
I
have the
got you.
same type of slang that you do. You know what I'm saying, or somebody in Tennessee, or so on and so forth.
No, what I'm saying
That's what
is
I'm
this.
saying.
What I'm saying is many of us speak American English only because of the slave trade.
Right.
American English, because American English and the UK English is a little bit different. But I'm speaking about American English. We speak it because we come out of this slave trade.
Right.
Predominantly.
Well, let me give it to you like this because I don't want to take up too much. I appreciate you letting me on. I've been wanting to come up here and talk to you. We got to talk about something. I
Bro,
ain't
you
gonna
gotta
debate
eat.
you.
Bro, listen to me. No,
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 I ain't
no.
gonna
But
debate.
wait.
I ain't gonna debate
No,
you.
I
We can
want you to
sit,
come
play
up
some
here.
chess,
No,
play
I
some
like I like
dominoes,
I like your
and we can
conversation.
argue.
I
I want
want
to
you to
argue with you.
email me. Bro, I want you
Oh,
to I want you to
oh,
email me so we can have a common conversation and we can
yeah.
build forward, bro. That's what I would like
We
to
can
do.
we can sit out on the porch, drink some mint julep, man. I ain't tripping. You know what
I
I
ain't
mean? We
drinking
can
no
do that.
julep. What's that?
You know that mint julep. You ain't never about that mint julep.
I
See,
don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. I
you
don't know
definitely
nothing
might
about
be.
that.
You might definitely be West African. You don't know about no mint julep.
I don't know about no mint julep. I don't know about that. I know back in the day I knew about Mad Dog 2020. That's all I knew.
Oh, you
Nah, I'm
already
just,
know,
nah,
man. No, that crazy horse.
see,
You ever
see.
mess with that crazy horse?
Nah, man, I was just joking.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
listen. At the end of the day, if we say we are something, we should be compelled to show and prove. Because one thing about, let me tell you something about here in Baltimore, right? They got an area called Greek Town, and you got some Greeks that are culturally sound in everything traditionally Greek. Then you got some that are culturally sound, but they really don't practice inside of that box of being traditionally Greek. These Europeans, right? Now, they mess with drugs, they hustle, they do all that. But when it's time to get into the traditional ideal of what it being Greek is, they fall right in line. When these brothers on the internet claim that they're Indians and a Native American, they don't got no place to go to celebrate that heritage. They got to invite themselves into some circle that they done found online. They got to invite themselves. They got to go find something way off in, like you say, Oklahoma somewhere and they walk in there and they say, yeah, they take a picture with a few people. But man, these people like hot dogs and beans and spaghetti and French fries, man. These people ain't no Indians, man. They playing. They grifting. And Morse World TV is all about exposing the frauds. They grifting, man.
Well, I can't really say that for everybody, but what I can say is, the
Bring me
saying is,
one.
you can take the
Send one
man
to
out.
me.
I'm not about to do all that. I don't do all that. But the thing is, you can take the man out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the man. Wherever your family is, that's who you are. And I will say this: at the end of the day, it's like this. If you go, like I said, when I was talking to the civil rights, talk about the civil rights thing, you actually go to the 1964, 65, and then finally the 68 Civil Rights Act. It's actually the Indian Civil Rights Act. You look it up and you will see it. And then you could tie it into what was going on into the 70s when they actually started reclassifying us and tied us in as Negroes, black, colored, African Americans. Now, if you want to debate that, we can go
No,
there.
I want,
See,
I
and
want,
then you can
I want,
actually go
I
to Title
want you,
25.
I want you to take me. If you say that you are indigenous Native
That
American,
is undisputed.
if you say that, I need you to show me your unbroken lineage. Take us back to your land, see your people, see your cousins. Show me your food. Show me your culture. Because if you are Native American, that means you was not enslaved, or were you? Were you also enslaved?
No, none of them was enslaved.
Okay, so you was never enslaved. Therefore, you should be able to go back to great grandmama land and say this is where we were at, and it should be possibly some people still there, relatively your relatives or something. You should be able to show something because nothing was ever broken.
Well, no, that didn't happen because the bottom line is once everybody was moved, some left on their own, some was forced. I think my
Well,
family most of the time had moved on their own west of the Mississippi, and then
somebody,
the Seminoles was actually moved off of Kanawha.
let
They
me say
actually
this.
was moved. It was actually moved and when the state of Oklahoma became the state of Oklahoma,
I
then
got
that's
you. I
when
got you.
everything changed. You know what I mean?
Let me say this. Certified Sanchez says, show me that about Africa, Tahaka. You know we don't claim that we can pinpoint the absolute designation of our forefathers and foremothers on the northwestern, southwestern shores of Africa. We don't claim that, brother. But when you claim that you have an unbroken lineage of Native American, then you should be able to show right exact and pinpoint exactly what you're saying. Because it's unbroken. Ours is broken. We're not claiming. We're not claiming that we're Ashanti. We're not claiming that we're Igbo. We're not claiming. We may claim it later if we do more research and find out, but we're not claiming that. And one thing about Moorish, being a Moorish American is a nationality. And nationality is precipitated by an allegiance to a group, i.e., a nation. So you don't necessarily have to be bloodline to be a part of a nation and be a part of a nationality of that nation.
Would
Same
you
way,
say to Harker that we are the maker, the owner, plus sole
you
control?
better know it. You
All
better
right,
know
then.
it. What
As
I'm
long as we
saying
agree
is,
with that.
what I'm saying is that the internet grift is they don't even know who the pictures that they showing online claiming to be them is. They don't even know. They're putting up oil paintings from the British Museum saying, look, I told you we was here. And then when I say, who is the person on that picture? Just go to the British Museum. No, I'm asking you, who is that person? When was that picture taken? Where was that picture taken? Or who painted the picture? Where is the picture? Where did it? People will show. They be living right in New Jersey, talking about, look, this our people, and it'd be a picture of somebody from all the way up over in the West Coast somewhere, south of the border. Like, come on, man, stop that. You just see, and this is what we're gonna teach children. We're gonna teach children like, look at this. This is us. This is us. And then you say, hold up. And then you do research on the picture that they show, and you're like, hold up. You just say you was from Alabama, and you was from a tribe from Alabama, but you're showing an oil painting that's way from Ecuador. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. I think of it as I think we need. Yeah, the TV did a number on us. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of our own people assisted in that changing of the narrative for their own selfish reasons, and we could go way back on that. Now, the last thing I want to say when I tie in, because I think the foundation of everything is that civil rights movement, because everybody hangs their hat on that. You got Title 25 USC that actually deals with the Indians. The Civil Rights Act is in that. It talks about that. It is related to that. The Fair Housing Act, all these things, all these acts that was dealt and focused on us, who they call Black, Negro, Colored. It's right there. So you cannot dispute
I
that
get
the
all
American
that.
Indian is the people that's sitting right here called Coach and Taharka Bay.
I got you, brother. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put couple slides up real quick. I appreciate you, bro. I hope you email me so we can do a whole show together. I want to put some of these slides on the forefront real quick. All right?
No doubt. Yeah.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks, man, to brother Coach. Coach came in the building. Pull me in, Coach. I appreciate Coach. Man, I like people like that, man. That he didn't get upset. You know what I mean? I be playing and all that. You're gonna be going live from a cell block. See Playboy. See, what is Tyrone talking about? Anyway, Tyrone must be somebody else. Anyway, with that being said, can somebody block Tyrone? Somebody blocked Tyrone. Now listen, family. I put the link out there. I see people in the chat and they are making comments. Yet no one will hit that link. And the reason why they won't hit that link, because I'm going to ask questions that nobody never asked them before. And I'm going to answer the questions for them. You follow me? I'm gonna ask the questions and I'm gonna answer the question for them. You know what I mean? Now, the brother, man, listen, hold up, man. The brother said that there was Indian buildings in the 1500s. I don't believe that. I'm going to research that. Listen, my premise. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull this up. Listen to this. This is my premise. And I'm going to break it down for you. Let me screen share real quick. This is my premise. All right? Let me screen share right quick. I'm telling you that they're grifting. I'm telling you off the top that they're grifting. That they're Africans and they grifting. Dane Calloway, all of them. They grifting. Totally grifting. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they had no connection to Native American Indian culture. None whatsoever. And this is how you catch them, though. This is how you catch them. When they start claiming that they were Indians and no slaves came here, then okay, that's an easy one. All you got to do, take us back to your Indian land, unbroken up till today. Minus the Jordans, minus the whip, take us all the way back to the Indian land because y'all wasn't slaves. You should not have a blank spot. This argument is easy. This is an easy argument. Don't take me to some land and say this is where my people was at. No. Specifically. Somebody say show sources of your Moor genealogy. We can get into the concept of Moor later. That's another conversation. It's easy. You can come up here and debate me about Moor if you want to. I like a debate. I think it causes more attention, and I can teach more if you debate me. Let's debate me that I'm not a Moor and you are not a Native American. Let's debate it. I debate anybody on it. I debate anybody on what I stand on. Anybody. Now back to my point. It's a very easy conversation to beat. Easy. I mean, it's a very easy conversation to beat. Because those that say that, listen, those that say that they are Native American, they shouldn't take us to some mysterious land and say, this is where my people was at. We should be able to see in living color the step-by-step rising from the 1600s to the 1700s unbroken, because nothing is missing. They've never been enslaved. They never picked cotton. They never did any of that. Nothing is missing. So it should be clear. It should be a clear pathway. Let me tell you who can do that. The ones that they call them $5 Indians, half of them are Europeans. The other half actually can trace it all the way back. The Mongolian type, yeah, you got plenty of Europeans that then went into the $5 Indian demonstration, but you got another half that go all the way back. I mean, all the way back. Somebody said, what about the Olmecs? The Olmecs, that's a different period of time. These brothers that are Africans, the descendants of the slave trade, they have no connection to those Olmecs because that's a whole nother period of time. Somebody said, did your grandparents ever mention Moorish lineage, or was that revealed by Prophet Noble or revealed by Noble Drew Ali? I just said earlier, we have a blank spot. I just said earlier, we have a blank spot in history due to slavery. So, of course, my grandmother would not mention Moorish lineage. In discovering the teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, I identify with the concept and the historical accuracy of the doctrine. And I'm here to debate it, if you want to debate. But this will not be an interrogation. I will also need you to prove that you are indigenous Native American of this land, which you can't prove. I can prove I'm a Moor. Step up and debate me. Step up and debate me. Now, with that being said, Turtle Gang says those $5 are white, black, and real Indians. If y'all forgot, if most nations have classification parties, one explanation Indian party says, listen, party, we are talking about nations within the country. Now, I can prove what my grandmother and grandfather was. Okay. But guess what? I just told you a lot of the history. Let me show you this real quick. A lot of the history. Your grandmother and grandfather was very genuine. I'm sure that they were genuine people. I'm almost positive that they were sincere. Diana Fletcher. There she go. Can you see this? Diana Fletcher, 1838, is thought to be a daughter of an enslaved African who ran away. And I know somebody say, well, thought to be, who ran away to seek freedom in Florida. And a Seminole woman who died in the Trail of Tears, the force of relocation of American Indians in Oklahoma. It is said that she was separated from her father once in Oklahoma, then adopted and raised by Kowa, and I could be wrong, family. Diane learned traditional Kowa crafts from her stepmother. From her stepmother. When the members of the tribe raised enough money, they built a small school and hired a teacher. The Black Indian schools was operated by what was known as the 5 civilized tribes: the Creek, Chickasaw, Cherokee, Choctaw, and Seminole. One thing that you have to know is that when they start talking about the 5 civilized tribes, they're talking about those that were willing to adopt the ways of the European. That's what they're talking about. Whenever they say 5 civilized tribes, they saying these are willing to amalgamate and take on ways of the Europeans, and the rest of them were savages. So what I'm saying is that even when you look at one that is dark complexion and they're claiming Indian heritage, it's kind of suspect. But I mean, in this story right here, it's not suspect at all. It says what it is. It's kind of suspect for a one to be disingenuous and say, aha, I told you. That's our people, when you don't even know the people. So someone say, so Moors are African Americans. Nope, wrong. We don't use the term African American. African is a continent. Moorish American would be the term because Africa is a continent and Moorish American is just a nationality. But that's another conversation. What about Carter G. Woodson, Free Negro Slaves, 1830? Again, I don't know what you're referring to by Carter G. Woodson. A lot of the free slaves joined Indian tribes. And this where grandfather would get these stories from, that they were Blackfoot, that they were Cherokee, that they were all of these different tribes, because freed slaves joined and intermingled with some of these tribes. And then the tradition was passed down even till grandma and grandmother said, you got Indian hair. Let's use this for example. Why would a grandma say we got Indian in our family? Why wouldn't she just say we Indian? Why would grandma say we got Indian hair? Why wouldn't grandma say we just Indian? Because that's an indication that grandma already know that she's African, but we got Indian in our family. I mean, this is very simple logic. I know what my grandmother told me. No, grandma said you got Indian in your family. And back then they would even say we part Blackfoot. Well, whatever part you was. This is an internet hustle. I'm gonna bring Turtle Gang on here to break down what it is to be truly tribal. I'm gonna bring Turtle Gang on here. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, because there's too many bluffers out here. It's too many. And y'all know, do y'all know that this internet Indian thing, that they gangbang like the Bloods and the Crips and like any other conscious community thing? Did y'all know that? Press 7 if y'all knew that. Listen, they all different in philosophy. Just like any other thing else we in. That's the remedies of the slave. That's the remnant of the slave. We all beef. Listen, the Moors, they can't get it together. They got 5 different or more Science Temple of America with 50,000 leaders. You know what I mean? The NOI, they got all different types of NOI groups. The Christian church, they got all types of Christian church. The Native American, no different. This is the remnant of a slave. This is classic slavery. This is classic slavery. Classic slavery. That even in the American Indian indigenous conversation, no one can agree on anything. All right, here we go. Let me read this. When the members of a tribe, okay, some sources say Diana Fletcher taught fellow American Indians. Diana's main accomplishment was valuing and preserving her family history, culture, and values. All right, watch this. And values. Hold on. Oh, some sources say that fellow Americans dying, a history and values, while at the same time learning to adjust and adapt to white American society. Told y'all about the 5 Indians. Because of ignorance and prejudice and racial hostility, the U.S. government attempted to force American Indians with African heritage, as well as all American Indians, to reject their heritage. Let's check this out. Something I just grabbed real quick. No, Afro-Native American, this is from a blog. Afro-Native American or African Native or African Native American, people who call themselves Black Indians are people living in America of African American descent with a significant heritage of Native American Indian ancestry, with strong connection to Indian country and its Native American Indian culture, social and historical traditions. You hear what it says? Social and historical traditions. Which means historically they intermingled, socially they intermingled, and culturally they intermingled. But they were Africans. And they intermingled and even had babies. So this is where you get the Black Indian in this era of time for the most part. Black Indians are also called Afro-Native American people, Black American Indians, Black Native Americans, and Afro-Native connecting with our ancestors. So what I'm trying to say is this. What I'm trying to say is this. I'm not saying that there is not an indigenous group of people here in America that can trace themselves back to the dark copper tone people. I'm saying that this one that's on the internet selling you Patreons, selling you this pseudo information, they cannot even trace themselves back to a legitimate tribe flawlessly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They cannot trace themselves back. They're selling people bad information. They're selling people bad information. If I would ask them, if they would tell me that they Chickasaw, and I was to ask them the language of Chickasaw, they couldn't tell you. That shows you that the same thing happened to them. That they were slaves. Somebody said, what is a legitimate tribe? A legitimate tribe is one that you can confirm that you belong to and you still hold the cultural particulars of that tribe. Because it ain't got no break. You should still hold the cultural particulars of that tribe since you claim it. But guess what? Mama ain't pass you down no cultural particulars of no tribe. Daddy ain't pass you down no cultural particulars of no Chickasaw. Mama passed the beans. Mama passed the mac and cheese. Mama passed the fried chicken just like my mama passed to me. They ain't pass you how to build no wind catcher, spirit catcher. They ain't passed down how to build a totem pole. They ain't passed down anything that's consistent with any tribe that these people claim to be a part of. They ain't passed down nothing. Only thing they did was pass down pork chops. I mean, but now in the age of social media, people get to say anything they want. They get to say anything they want. Come on, Morshra. I guarantee you, I guarantee you, a bona fide claiming to be an American Indian that's on these internet airwaves selling all this information, I guarantee you they won't come here and debate Tahaka Bay. I guarantee you. It would be crazy. It would be crazy. Somebody say, what is Indian culture? See, Smoke Dog? This one right here. Smoke Dog probably smoked out and smoked more blunts than a peace pipe ever had. Listen, Smoke Dog said, what is Indian culture? When I say Indian culture, I'm using that as a term that we all can relate to. But you can use indigenous, you can use whatever you want. Each tribe has cultural particulars that's specific to that tribe. So whatever tribe you claim that you are part of, that would be Indian culture for you. Indian culture for you. So if you claim to be a part of a tribe, for example, if you claim to be part of Chickasaw, and you had an unbroken lineage from 17, 16, 1800s before the coming of the European, then there's no way in the world that you should miss the point of explaining to us the cultural particulars of a Chickasaw. That's right. If the Chickasaw married 14-year-olds in the 1500s, then by all means, are you marrying 14 years old in 2024? These are significant questions. These are significant questions. That's what I'm talking about. The Turtle Gang, see, Turtle Gang know what I'm talking about? Look at that. It's all about who claims you, not about what you claim. That cyber Indian agenda is dead. So they've been doing this for a long time. They've been doing this for a long time. I like that term, cyber Indian. They've been doing this for a long time. They've been saying this stuff for a long time. Listen, I can show my grandmother. My great grandmother named Ruby Queen. Ruby Queen. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but her daughter is named Juanita. My name is Toronto. So I mean, listen. The whole thing in a nutshell, this Indian thing on the internet is out of control. It's a big grift, and don't nobody want to. Let me read something that somebody said. Let me read something that somebody said recently. It was so goofy to me that was said. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. This is how crazy. Oh, Tyrone must have said that. This is what he said. This is what Tyrone said. Tyrone is out. I hope y'all blocked him, because this man crazy like that glue. He good and crazy. Hold up. Let me see. He good and crazy. This is what he said in one of the chats. This is why he ain't gonna show his face. You know what I mean? Because he's just a troll. So look, he said, those who are saying we're Africans are saying our ancestors are. You see what they say? Do you think that many people can be kidnapped and not fight to the death? And they get to the destination and still not fight back? I hope your ancestors are cursing your lives for thinking they would allow that. Their families in Africa never even passed the stories down on how the people got kidnapped. Everybody wasn't kidnapped. And why would they even trust white person again? They would be treated as outsiders. Now, let me say something to this. Let me say something to this ignorant statement. Super ignorant statement. If he says that those from Africa that was subjugated to the slave trade, that they were soft, why is there is no sustainable, advanced American Indian, dark complexion, melanated Indian community here with all the advances and the bells and whistle of an upper echelon society in this era of time? Because they never suffered slavery. They never suffered at the hands of having a broken lineage. The ones that was warring with the European was the Mongolian type. So where is, since the African people are so soft, then show me where the dark melanated Indian society that never had a break in its lineage. Show me where it's at. I'll wait. I'll wait. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You can't show me because it doesn't exist. Because you are me and I am you, and you're running from who you are. The time period in which we look at the Olmecs heads, the time period when we look at the dark copper people here in North America, that was a different time period from the time when this slavery thing took place. That was a different time period. Totally different time period. When slavery was at its height in the United States, and not all of them, but a large percentage of the so-called Native American, they was pale or red. And even the dark copper tone ones didn't look like you. They didn't even look like you. In no way, shape, or form did they even look like you. Look at Dane Calloway. He got the nappiest head like an African. Trying to put a picture next to Olmec. But let me tell you something. The history of the Olmecs is still, the jury is out. We know that they are Africoid, if you will. But what happened to them? What happened to him? But when you look at somebody like that and say, I'm a Chickasaw, I'm a this, I'm a that, and it's all a hustle. It's all a hustle. Let me show you something. What tribe did the brother say he come from? I mean, take the brother that say, take the brother. Let's say this, for example. Let's take this. Take the brother that says that he's a, I think Alquan is trying to say he's Alquin Indian, right? Let's look at that for a second. This is a painting. They won't show these. When they show them dark paintings, they don't show this stuff. Let me see. They won't show this right here. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Look at this. They won't show these. And I think this Alquin or whatever the case may be. But these are the Indian in Virginia back in the day. That's a painting of one. You see that? You see the hair? You see the texture? You know what I'm saying? See, they quick to show the dark melanated oil paintings in the British Museum. But when you look closer, come on, man. They got as much. They got as much light skin, red Native American paintings here in America from that time period. From that time period. And again, I'm not saying that there was not dark copper tone people here. I'm saying that these people on the internet, they are misappropriating information. They grabbing anything that they can find to support their theory and act as if they're scholars, act as if they're historians, act as if they're geneticists, act as if they really know what they're talking about. You notice ain't none of them hit this link. They gonna cuss me out, but they ain't gonna hit this link. They ain't gonna hit this link. They might cuss me out. Somebody said, what is the name of the people in the photo? I can't, listen. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show it. I might mess it up. But I think it's called the Alquin, something like that. Let me see if somebody can spell it. Somebody spell it out for me. You know, I'm a butcher some words. Anybody watch Moore's World TV, you already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna butcher that demonstration. I mean, but hold up. So here's, let me go right here. See that? ALGO. Pull in some. GO is that IRG, Q. UINE. I think that's what it is. But yeah, you know I'm a butcher it. Y'all know me by now. I'll butcher that demonstration. Algonquin. Thank you, brother. Algonquin. Thank you. See what I'm saying? I don't be tripping. Nah, man, I ain't never professed to know that can speak 5 different languages in the King's English. You know what I mean? Never. No. But what I'm saying is, look at these people. They won't show you that. You know what I mean? Watch. Hold on. Let me bring that one down. Let me share this real quick too. See, I'm about to leave this subject alone because don't nobody want no smoke. I might have to leave this subject alone. They scared. Say scared. You know what I mean? Watch this. Oh man, I've been talking this long. Hold up. Scared? Say you scared. Look at this real quick. And this battle came fast and done. Right here. In 1753, let me see if I can build this up a little bit more. Let me see if I can blow this up. I want y'all. I like y'all to see. See, I'm a show improver, man. But this is just a quick Google search. This ain't nothing. If I was to debate somebody, I would definitely go into the books, into the archives. But anyway, in 1753, during the chaos of the Pontiac War, residents of Detroit observed that the native tribe revolting were killing any whites they came across, but were saving and caressing all the Negroes they take. The resident expressed fear that this practice could eventually lead to the uprising amongst the enslaved people. Similarly, Iroquois chief Thadendangia, more commonly known as Joseph Brant, summarily welcomed runaway slaves and encouraged them to intermarry into the tribe. Native American adoptions system did not discriminate on the basis of color, and Indian villages would eventually serve as stations on the Underground Railroad. One of my points is, this is why grandma would say that you were an Indian in your family. That's not propaganda. That's actually, in fact, you know, I understand what propaganda is. But when you can verify these stories up and down the East Coast from different sources, nah. Propaganda work where it comes from one source, and that one source controls that information and they put it out. But nah, this is different periods of time where you can hear the same story with different tribes, mostly with the Seminoles, but you can hear it with different tribes. That's not propaganda. That's not how you qualify propaganda. You can't say it's propaganda because it's something you don't like. You know what I mean? To qualify propaganda, traditionally, propaganda comes from one source, and they continue to push that narrative. But back in the day, it didn't work like that because people was too spread apart. Historical accounts was totally not touching one region or the other at that period of time. So now you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't make something propaganda because you don't like it. What does my depiction have to do with him contradicting his own statement? Who contradicted that statement? Let me see. How do we know it's a legitimate drawing? I mean, we don't. We listen. How do we know anything? How do we know that the dark in the British Museum is a legitimate drawing? How do we know? Come on. We can qualify it. I mean, we can source it if we're willing to accept the source. If we got to be willing to accept the source. If you're not willing to accept the source, that's why if I do a debate, I'm going to bring sources that you can't deny. Like, I'm going to have 5 different references from one source. I mean, I'm going to show you that you're crazy. I mean, but I'm just putting something out there right now that at the end of the day, I guarantee you, we had this link up all night. I'm about to get out of here now, but we had this link up here all night long. And not one of these tough guys that talk crazy, you know they watching. Not one of them. Not one of them. Look, I'll save you a set on Aboriginal Power next class. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass on that. No. Listen. I can identify the image. Hold up. Let me identify the image. Hold up. Listen. He said, no, don't show the image unless you can identify the people in the photo. I actually can identify the image, bro. You ain't said nothing slick. I can identify the image. In this presentation, I choose not to, but I can identify the image. I can identify the source. That ain't hard. Come on, bro. I can identify the source. I'm just giving it. Listen, I try to tell people all the time. I give commentary sometimes, and sometimes I don't source it, but I can source it. That ain't hard. You know what I mean? That ain't hard. I can source that easy. Anything that I show, I can source. I'm just not sourcing it now. I'm just not sourcing it now. With that being said, bring my brother back before I get up out of here. How you doing, bro?
Grand Sheik, honors, my brother. Honors, honors, honors to you, man. Thank you
Yes,
so much,
sir.
man. Thank
So,
you
so,
so
so,
much.
brother, give everybody an update. Anybody that's able to assist you in your situation before I get out of here, I'm putting the link back up in there, and I yield the floor to you, brother.
I thank you. I thank you, my brother. I'm just doing as you said do. I just trying to touch in with you before you get out of here. Um, but let me start off by saying I really think I don't want to put nobody's name out there, but I really think they know who they are. I really appreciate it, sincere from the heart. I really thank you. But just to touch in on what I got going on, like I said before, um, I'm having to have major surgery on my legs. Well, having only 25% to 30% in both legs of my circulation. So they're gonna have to go in both of my legs, reroute my veins to some good veins, or else I'll be facing double amputation. So it's serious, I just ask people to pray for me. I've been a day one. I've been around a long time, Grandship.
Man, you sound like you should. I've been down a long time.
Yes, sir. I've been around. I told you once before, I'm gonna ride to the wheels fall off, baby. We still rolling. We
Man, listen,
get it.
I have an uncle. I have an uncle, man. He's a double amputee. Now,
Yeah.
I mess with him all the time, man. But um, he got a tough spirit, man, because he's still
Yep.
pushing on. But it's not something that I would ever want to be up
Right.
against. I tell you that. Yeah,
Um,
I wouldn't want to be up against that. You know what I mean? Not at all.
yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So I just hope that everybody will support. I put the Cash App in here. I'm also gonna put it in the I'm also gonna put it in the description section, and I'll definitely be sending mine after the show.
Thank you, man. And again, like I said, I already been through a lot. I had 4 back surgeries with a spinal fusion and a total hip replacement. So I already been through a lot, but we don't never know where we're gonna be at tomorrow. That's why we always try to treat people as we want to be treated.
Absolutely,
Just keep
absolutely.
pushing.
And I say this, I don't like people smoking weed, but I'm gonna tell you, all that type of pain, you might need a weed card.
Nah,
Nah, look,
hey,
I'm gonna tell you what, man. I see people, man. My uncle got chronic back pain. He had it for 20 years, and I mean, I'm like, man, he done took the cortisone shots. He done took all this stuff. I said, man, listen, man, you know what, Uncle Don? I'm straight purity all the way through and through. But
yeah,
good goodness and gracious, my
yeah.
uncle move and just go. I said, man, you might know need to go get one of them cards, man.
Yeah,
So,
man, but I can't do no drugs, the weed I definitely can't do. I can't do none of that stuff, man.
well, just be
So
strong then.
I
Absolutely,
do. I just pray,
be
man.
strong.
You know what I'm saying? I just pray. And everything gonna be all right, because like I said, trouble don't last always.
Good, good. You sound like Rev Chickenfoot. Trouble don't last. And come in the morning. What you
Yeah,
say?
yeah,
How they
real chicken foot.
say?
But I just know it get better, like my mom used to
Bro,
always tell
it
me.
do,
It
bro.
gets it gets better. Yeah.
Bro, it do. I'm telling you, man. I've been. My life is. One thing about my life, right? I can't wait to put my book out. My life has always been one hard struggle after the next. You know what I mean?
Right.
Early in life, I brought it on to myself. You know what I'm saying? But
Correct.
later in life, it seems like the universe always throws me opposition in order to bring me out on the other side
Other
that
side.
much wiser, that much stronger, and that
There's
much
no doubt.
more equipped to deal with the next thing that I'm facing to unfold and
That's right.
polish me into my greater self. Like,
It's
I
just
don't have
being ready.
no complaints, bro. I'm telling you, if I could tell my story, bro, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, you ain't gonna never see me saying, woe is me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so, and when you do what's right because it's right, the
That's
right
good.
energy will be there for you. That's a tell
Yeah.
you.
And I always do that, man. I always stand on right. And if somebody's wrong, I always try to tell them they're wrong. You know, don't do that or correct that or make amends. You know, because we don't never know how long we have. Try to
Right.
make it right.
That's right. But don't get but when the devil come, make sure you throw the same fire at him. I mean, make sure you throw the same fire that the devil come, because the manipulator will act like he is in some pain sometime, and he act like he don't know he doing wrong. And this is why Morse World TV is the critical thinking network,
That's right,
because
and that's
we
why
got
I've
people
been.
we got people that fake like they don't know they doing wrong, but they know they doing wrong.
They
You know
know
what I'm
they
saying?
do it. You know
Thank
better,
you.
you do better.
Absolutely. Thank you,
But
Golden
again,
Child.
thank you, Grand Sheik. I appreciate
Absolutely.
you
Appreciate
from
you,
the
bro.
heart. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you. Yes,
All
indeed. Yes,
right.
indeed. So, fam, I want to thank y'all for looking out for bro. Like I said, bro been around for a long, long time, family. I have some research that I got to go on the road with. We got to take the Morse World TV mystery mobile on the road, and he volunteered to help me out, to take me around, to show me the area. Very critical for this research that I got coming up. Very, very critical. But with that being said, thank y'all for joining me tonight. I see don't nobody want no smoke. So, hey, we might have to go on to another topic. I mean, now we'll address it deeper and deeper. But I'll tell you what, next week we're gonna have YK, the truth on here, giving a presentation. King, hold up, King Thought. I like that you said the brothers of money, but what's the King Thought thing? Nah, just yeah, that appreciate the bro, man. Appreciate the bro. Family, I'm gonna tell you real soon. I need y'all. Listen, I need everybody to subscribe. My next show, not Friday, but Saturday. Saturday, I need y'all to send me your email so I can get you into my newsletter to give you my updates. Family, you need to see what's going on behind the scenes. You got to see what's going on behind the scenes. It's a lot going on behind the scenes, and I really want to share it with you. Much of what's going on behind the scenes is right here. You know what I mean? If you can hear it.
I seen love fest before, but I never seen a fest like this. I seen love fest before, but this one was the top of the list. Alright. I grew up in the crack era, Reaganomics, so I can recognize the feds, Clarence Thomas. They used to have brothers, snitching on mothers. Then they had the little bammers going undercover, acting like rappers, snitching on rappers. Then they put the undercover snitching on trappers.
This is the bro version.
The mobile, acting like they pushing the deep, but for real, that boy was a fed till his Cody turned feds. So the feds decided to put one in his head, pumping gas in the feds, dump one in his head, jumped in the black truck and he fled. And give him a run, give him a run, give him a run, yeah, he gave the feds a run, give him a run, give him a run. He had to run, he was the feds. I seen the feds before,
But I never seen a fed like this. I seen the feds before, but this one was the top of the list.
I tried to warn you, put myself at risk. I never imagined it would come to this. Phone hack, I was tracked out to the west. I didn't sell a soul, how they know where I was at? And they stalked the temple, they stalked my home. And right now they probably even on my phone. I've been lied on, framed, they slander my name. They wrote the judge, try to put me in chains. For exposing them frauds, they want me behind bars, but I told.
All right, that's it. When I finish this and I get it mixed down, that's what I'm working on. But go back and listen to it, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I will give people exclusive updates of what's going on. Listen to it closely, and you will definitely understand what's being initiated at this hour against your bro, the most critically acclaimed critical thinking podcast. You follow me? I want y'all to listen to the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics. The lyrics is a message in the lyrics. I'm going to go back and record them. And I just did that probably earlier today. I was inspired And I did it earlier today. You know what I'm saying? I did. It's just raw. It's just over the Elephant Man beat. That's it. And I just literally just turned it on, dropped the beat in, and just started off the top of my head going in, and then wrote a little something. And that was literally, and my wife can tell you, I literally, if I'm inspired by something, I'll be driving or something, I'm inspired by something, I just go and shut the door. 15 minutes later, pow! And then I gotta clean it up later. So that's the raw version right there. But anyway, peace and love, family. See you on the next go around. Tomorrow we're gonna have my brother Baba Bantu, Dr. Baba Bantu from South Africa. Please tune in tomorrow. This brother is powerful. I'm thinking his interview is so powerful. It's so powerful. I think I might have to splice it up because it's powerful. We're talking about Nelson Mandela. Oh my goodness. And I wanted to be so respectful. But he was coming with it. I was like, how do people really feel about Nelson Mandela? I say, the jury is out here in America. Some people like him. Some people say he sold out. And his answer, man, he just blew it out the water. Then I asked him about winning. And everybody loved winning. I asked him about Shaka, how people view, Shaka. Is he what we see Shaka as, or is it something different? His answer gonna blow your mind. He was talking about how the Europeans actually like Shaka. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it was a beautiful interview. What else did I touch on? I touched on infiltration, the manipulation. It's just a phenomenal interview. And I'm gonna tell you. I'm going to do my best to have at least 3 interviews, a minimum of 2 a week, but at least 3 interviews and 2 live streams a week. Because these interviews, oh my goodness, man. I can't wait till y'all see it. But with that being said, family, peace and love, and I'll see you on the next go around. Peace and love. See you on tomorrow. I got a good interview tomorrow. Peace.